What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. So I'm trying to get some understanding about y'all. So you mean to tell me that what somebody else thinks about you carries more weight in your mind than what you should be thinking about yourself? Just ponder that for a second. So many of us get caught up in how other people view us. We look at how they look at us and their opinions of us. And a lot of times, those thoughts and opinions that they have of us are like so inaccurate. They don't represent who you are at all. And yet, we put so much emphasis on the people who say these things, all the way up into being like mad, being like emotional when you may hear what a person says, or you may hear about what a person said about you. And in this day and age, with social media, you may read or actually witness a video about it. Depends on, your status, depends on who you are. But nevertheless, however, whatever the method is, whatever the means, look, man, you should never fixate yourself on what other people have to say about you. Even good stuff. And I know that might have, sound kind of crazy, but even if people are saying positive, favorable things about you, we got to look into that too. Because the same way you know yourself better than anybody when it comes to them saying negative stuff about you, you know yourself better than anybody when it comes to people saying positive stuff about you too. So people can overdo it. And now they're gassing you up more than you should be gassed up, and you know it. So you have to remain humble, and sometimes you got to correct people. People have given me credit for things that I didn't do. People have attributed um, accolades and compliments to me that I wasn't worthy of, because I didn't do it. They say, "Oh man, I remember you did this," or "This person said that," and you got to correct. Oh, no, but I appreciate that, but that wasn't me. That was something that you got to let people know. So it goes both ways. But I really want to focus on the negative side, because we get emotional and in our feelings behind people whose words should have no bearing on your life, on how you move, you know, and we start getting miserable and depressed because we have an insecurity within us that for some reason makes us feel like if this person says something negative about me, you almost taking it like it's true. You almost looking at it like it's true. And if we do that, then a pattern starts to develop where uh, you become that in your personality. You become that in your life, where every little thing that's said, you either want to jump to fight against it and defend it, or eventually it wears you down and you just, well, maybe I am, if this person saying that. And don't let somebody with kind of a name say it. Don't let somebody like that say it. Then you really start to, you got to understand, rich people can be wrong too. Famous people can be wrong. Politicians are pretty much always wrong. So you have to know who you are. You have to be secure in yourself and any shortcomings that you might have, because the reality is somebody may say something about you that could actually be true, but it's negative. But if it's true and it's negative, hey man, then most likely you already knew it. But that still doesn't define you in totality. That doesn't define you. The people who are saying this stuff about you, they got flaws. They ain't perfect. They might be worse off. They may have um, character flaws and habits that are 10 times worse than you, but their characters are not set up in a way where they recognize that. So you have people who live some of the worst lives ever, but they still have no problem talking dirty about other people. They're not even focusing on their own. So all these things have to be taken into account. And also what has to be taken into account is number one, you knowing where you're planning on going. Hey, I might not be right in the perfect spot I want to be in, but I'm heading in that direction. You see what I'm saying? So you say, okay, well, yeah, you can probably say that about me now, if there's some truth in it. But if it's a lie, either way, you don't acknowledge it. Hey, man, I know where I'm going. But more importantly, know you're important in the eyes of the Creator. God ain't make you to be a failure. God ain't make you to be a loser. God ain't make you to be um, a wimp, a simp, a coward. He didn't make you to be none of that. So if He ain't giving up on me, I can't give up on me. I didn't create myself. He created me. I ain't giving up on me. But I'm definitely not going to let somebody else's opinion of me, who may not even know me that well, I'm not going to let that shape how I think about myself. And we do that too much. We do it with total strangers. People won't even know you. But more importantly, we do it with people that do know us. Because a lot of times we get these uh, scalding criticisms from people that we know. It's your family, your loved ones, your mama, your significant other, the person you're in a relationship with. They can be as verbally abusive and as negative as anybody. And these are the people who were supposed to be your people. But it don't matter who it is. It doesn't matter who it is. If they are trying to shoot slugs at you to bring you down, you flee away from that. Move away from that. Move away from that and block it out, and not so much focus on proving them wrong. Just focus on accomplishing your goal. Accomplishing your goal takes care of all of the others. It automatically proves them wrong. You can if you got to use that as your motivation, then cool. But you make sure you get set up the right way. Oh, they saying that? Okay, I ain't got time for that. I got stuff to do. And sooner or later, you'll start to elevate, and they'll still be down there running their mouth. And the higher you get up, the more dumb a person looks saying something negative about you. Because it's like, cause somebody going to say it. Somebody going to say, well, you've been talking about this person for all these years. They steady succeeding. So you look crazy talking about that person. So remember that, y'all, man. Don't let other people's opinions shape y'all, man. We too sensitive and too emotional about words and things that have no effect on our progress. So we got to get out of that. All right, it's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all later on, man. Peace.